Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be me putting together a currently page in my B5 Archer and Olive notebook for the month of June 2022. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. For this currently page, I will be using these stamps from Everyday Explorer Co., as well as a couple of stencils, some VersaFine ink, and some Distress Oxides. I decided to go with a blue palette for this currently page. If you've watched my most recent plan with me, then you'll know that this is a very similar technique to what I used in my most recent spread in my B5 Archer and Olive. I'm basically utilizing a layered stencil of a floral plus a circle stencil in order to kind of keep this floral in a circular shape. And this layered stencil has 3 different layers to it. So I have 3 different shades of blue that I will be utilizing. One is this lighter blue, which is called Speckled Egg. The next one that I will be using is a brighter blue, which is called Broken China. And then the darkest color blue is, I think it's called Faded Denim. But basically you utilize different colors to kind of create depth, even though you have a flat image that utilized a stencil. So here I am adding in that second layer to the stencil. I'm basically creating this larger circle up towards the top of the currently page, and I'm planning on layering the large currently stamp in this area. That way, this can be like the focal point, the title situation for this currently page. So here I am just adding in that third layer. I actually didn't even need to put down my circle stencil because this color was all within that space anyways. And here I am pulling out that currently stamp. I'm going to use my VersaFine black ink to stamp this down. And then once I have that on there, it gives me kind of a better idea of where I need to lay out the rest of the spread. This currently stamp set from Everyday Explorers Co. comes with a lot of prompts, and I want to make sure I utilize those. But I decided that I kind of wanted to keep using this circle stencil. And what I'm going to do is basically just layer a bunch of circles on top of each other, or overlapping each other, I should say, going down the left-hand page of this spread as a way to kind of weigh down the spread, I guess, kind of anchor it to the page in a way. So here I am just basically alternating between the 3 different colors that I'm using, and overlapping those circles kind of in a varied way. I'm also positioning them kind of skewed from each other. I also wanted to make sure I didn't really get into a pattern of when I'm using what color. And so I have the darker blue, the lightest color blue, medium blue, then I went back to lightest color blue. Now I'm going to the darker blue again. So really trying to vary it up, not create a consistent pattern with regards to these circles. And as you can see, obviously, I'm not like consistent with how I'm overlapping them either. Now I'm going with a bigger circle again, and I'm going to use this bright blue color, but I'm actually going to have it overlap the 2 circles that are above it. So this is just another way that I thought to kind of vary things up a little bit. I also like that you can kind of see some of the colors through other colors. I think that that's really cool. And as you can see, I've cut you off. I didn't realize I did that. I'm super zoomed in as I am filming this, and I guess I didn't realize that I was off camera. I hope I do soon because I don't bring this kind of circle pattern all the way down to the bottom of the page, but I do decide to create another kind of floral stencil cluster towards the bottom of the page, and I really, really hope that it's on camera because if it's not, that would stink. But after I did all of the circles I wanted to along the left hand side of the page, I am pulling in these currently prompts from that stamp set. I try to use the same ones every single month um, just for some consistency. So, I have reading, I have watching. Uh, I try to stay away from some of the ones that are just a little bit more obscure or kind of in the air. So, reading, watching, eating, listening to, those are very straightforward. And then I do have a thankful for or excited about that are a little bit more variable, I guess, depending on the day that I fill them out. But yeah, I basically layer these all the way down, left myself some space in between just so that it would take up the majority of the page. And I think this last one is excited for, or I think I just put down excited for, and I'm pretty sure that's the last one that I use. And now, oh, I think I'm repositioning. Oh, good. Okay. So I did reposition that way you guys can see that I'm now in the bottom right corner of the page, and I'm going to utilize this layered floral stencil along with the circle stencil to do another kind of flower, but keep it within that circular shape. And because of the way that I've layered everything, the floral isn't even going to take up all of that circle, it's only taking up part of it. So here I am putting down the second layer, which is with that bright blue color. And then lastly, I'll put down the most, detailed portion, I guess, of the flower with the dark colored ink. And I think I was trying to do this without using the circle stencil, but I realized that I actually needed it to make sure I kept or maintained that crisp edge. So I did pull up that stencil. With that down, I did feel like I needed some more circles around this floral. I don't want this cluster to be as large as the cluster on the left, but I definitely want to make sure that the floral circle doesn't look out of place. So here I've put down medium-sized circle with the light blue, dark blue with that smaller circle. Now I've put down a larger circle in the medium color, and then I'm going to do one more. I think this is the last circle that I put in this area, and again I brought in that lighter blue color. Oh no, it looks like I'm going for one more. One more right up top with that darker blue. And then I do put a couple down kind of going along the bottom of the page, but I only put a couple here. And with these two circles, we are done with this currently page. I hope you all enjoyed watching me put this together. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.